Today I'm going to showcase a very VHF-centric activation. I'm here at the top of Lookout Mountain. There's lots of Lookout Mountains. I'm here at the top of the Lookout Mountain that is in the lower Columbia region of Washington State. And this Lookout Mountain is pretty close to the Portland area, which is down that direction. So I'm going to set up a 6-meter antenna, and I'm going to set up a 2-meter and 440 antenna, and I'm going to spot on 6 meters first, then spot on 440, then spot on 144, and then after I've gotten through all of the VHF modes, only then will I go to AHF. And that's just because I want to play around with VHF, and I kind of want to force other people to get their VHF radios out. And the more you do VHF, the more others will do it. So without too much talking about it, I'm going to go ahead and set up my VHF setup so I can kind of show you what I've got going on, because I think that it's good for us to consider what some of the possibilities are out there. So there is a sequence to how I have to do this. And this one's a little bit different than doing a pure HF activation, because I need my mast to be in a specific location right here. So I've already laid out the wire to where the wire for my HF antenna to where it's about halfway, because although I'm not primarily doing an HF activation, it is the support structure for my mast. So then I have these two little items. They're both, this is the center for my 6-meter Moxon, and this is the holder for my log periodic dipole array for my ELK LPDA. So I need both of these. And important part here is that they have to be threaded onto the mast before I set the mast up. So this one, the LPDA, goes first, and it's tapered in a certain way. So this has a taper to it. I can talk about that more later. There we go. That's where the Moxon will sit. Right there is where the LPDA will sit. So I'm using RG8X. It's probably a little bit overkill. I'm going to lay the cables first before I build the antennas up on this. The same zip ties that keep the cable organized can be used to also carry it. Tent stake. It's funny, I almost never use these. Okay, there it is in all its grotesque glory. So there's one guy line here is just string, and then the other two guy lines are the HF antenna itself. And then I have the 6-meter Moxon up there, and it's horizontal. And then I have the dual band LPDA right here. And due to the cable coming up through here, I can only operate the LPDA horizontal while the Moxon is connected. So that's part of why I'll start on 6 meters and then work my way up and then back down. So we've got two cables here, and I've got one more thing to do, right? I have to hook up the HF, and I'm not neglecting HF. I'm actually going to be able to operate HF from over here too. And that is, for that, I brought 30 feet or so of RG174. So I'm going to hook that up next. One of the problems with LPDAs is keeping the feed line away from the elements so that they don't interact. So for this one, I made a little connection right there. It's just a 3D printed block that holds a piece of 1/4-inch PEX tubing, and then a little hole here at the end just to hold the cable. It's big enough that a HF connector could get through it. Because it's a drive up summit, I went ahead and brought my 2-meter amplifier, so I'm going to hook up an amplifier, see if I can push some wattage out to people and they'll be able to copy me better. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Nothing heard. Kilo Delta 7 Quebec Oscar Whiskey CQ SOTA.
Kilo 7 Alpha Tango November.
Kilo 7 Alpha Tango November. I got you 5'9".
Yeah, you're a 5'9" also, and it's super polite of you to ask about the frequency in use. Thanks.
You're welcome. I wanted to make sure I didn't stomp on anybody. But I've got LPDA and 50 watts aimed at you, so I'm glad I'm coming through.
Oh, yeah, easy. We just left Get-In, well, an hour ago, I guess. Done with that activation, and now home is enough.
All right, rad. Well, good deal. Too bad I didn't work you summit to summit on that one, but yeah, all right. We're gonna see. I got NR7Y on single sideband, but I didn't get anybody on 6 meters, so I'm coming down here before I go to HF.
Okay, well, you sound great. Where are you today?
Lookout Mountain.
By Mount Hood?
No, the other lookout. Sorry, the one north of the gorge, so the one north of Carson.
Okay, I've not been there. It's on my list to do someday. It's a total drive up, right?
Yeah, it's a total drive up, so that's why I brought like 6 meters, 2 meters, HF, and an amplifier.
Fun. Okay, well, see if you can work some more. I'll listen in. K7ATN 73, Joseph.
Thanks, in 7-3. KD7 QOW, CQ SOTA.
Kilo 7 Alpha Victor Golf.
Got Kilo 7 Alpha Victor Golf. I've got you at about a 4-4.
Roger, the 4-4. I got you 5-9 down here in Dallas.
Roger the 5-9 down there in Dallas. That's a pretty good trip from here, over.
Yeah, and I'm running 5 watts just on my mobile here.
Even better, yeah. So I've got a log periodic pointed at you, and I'm running 50 watts.
Nice. Where are you? I didn't catch where you were at.
I'm on Lookout Mountain. It's just the closest city is Carson, Washington, so north of the Columbia River.
Oh wow, that's quite a trip.
Yeah, it's got to be a few. It might tell me how many miles. It's about 83 miles.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go. Good luck. Thank you for the contact.
Yeah, thanks for the chase in 7-3. Kilo Delta 7 Quebec Oscar Whiskey CQ SOTA.
Kilo Foxtrot 7 Alpha Hotel Oscar.
Kilo Foxtrot 7 Alpha Hotel Oscar. Yeah, I got you at about a 4-4 up here on Lookout Mountain, over.
Roger, I got you about the same down here in Mobile near Battleground.
All right, Roger, the Mobile near Battleground, so you're coming off the side of my beam. Okay, cool, got it. Well, thanks for the chase.
No problem. Good luck to you. KF7 AHO.
Thanks, in 7-3. Kilo Delta 7 Quebec Oscar Whiskey CQ SOTA. Was that November 7 Oscar Lima Echo?
This is November 7 Oscar Lima Echo. Who's this?
This is a Summit to Summit. This is Kilo Delta 7 Quebec Oscar Whiskey. I am on Lookout Mountain up in southwest Washington.
All right, come back with your call just a little slower. I didn't have my pencil out.
Roger. Kilo Delta 7 Quebec Oscar Whiskey.
All right. Can you give me your summit reference, please?
Yeah, the summit reference is Whiskey 7 Whiskey / Lima Charlie -066, over.
Roger, I got a Whiskey 7 Whiskey stroke Lima Charlie -066.
QSL, yeah, lucky. I just happened to be up on summit, and so yeah, I just pointed my beam toward your direction when I saw your spot.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I got a safe call up, and I have one more.
Hold on, my antenna mast just fell down. What the hell happened? Where's it?
CQ SOTA. This is November 7, Oscar Lima Echo calling CQ SOTA.
November 7 Oscar Lima Echo, KD7 QOW. Sorry, I missed you there because I missed your last part of your transmission because my mast fell down.
Oh, your mast fell down. Sweet. Can you stand by? Can you make contact with my second op, please?
Yeah, can you give me your summit reference real quick?
7th reference on Salina Peak is Whiskey 7 Oscar stroke Charlie Echo -009 QSL.
QSL, QSL. Okay, standing by for second operator.
Kilo Delta 7, Quebec Oscar Whiskey, 7, Mike Tango Bravo, QSL.
Was that N7 or M7?
Whiskey 7, Mike Tango Bravo.
Whiskey 7, Mike Tango Bravo. Okay, yeah. Hey, Chris, I think I've seen you around. Yeah, I've got you as a 5-9 up here on Lookout Mountain, over.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you were up on the summit party with us with Tim last year. So good to work you from summit to summit. That's a good long haul. So good job. Thanks for getting the chase in 7-3.
Yeah, thanks to 7.3. Glad I got you guys. And it's, yeah, because I'm running a beam and 50 watts. So, yeah, a little antenna gain will do a lot.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, a little 50 watts will do a lot, too. We're on a 7 watt HD with a staple up, so that's pretty awesome. Well, thanks again, and I'm going to go try to get on to the A-check here real quick.
Roger, Roger. Well, have good luck and have a good activation.
7-3.
7.3. Okay, now we switch over to HF, which is just as easy as grabbing this cable and then hooking it up to my tuner, which is already hooked to the radio. All right, we'll try 40 meters to start with. Okay, well that is a wrap, and I'm using my cell phone to do this because my GoPro shut down. It overheated. The radio's running hot. The GoPro still feels hot. Everything, even under the umbrella, everything feels hot. So I'm glad I brought the umbrella. But I've got quite a mess to clean up here. I have to clean up the 6-meter Moxon. I have to take all this stuff down. But the added element of challenge here is that not only do I have to take all my things down, I can't leave things just like lying on the ground in places, because I have to actually keep it out of the sun, because the sun is intense enough this time of year that it'll just it'll melt this PETG stuff. And other things will just get sun damaged, and batteries and radios and stuff I want to keep out of the sun. So anyway, it was a little bit of a challenging activation. I had not as many. I was hoping to at least get one QSO on 6 meters, but it didn't happen. It wasn't going to happen. And then I only got one single sideband 2 meter. So I'm going to go over and do D-layer peak, which is behind me. This is my next activation. I'm going to try to get 3 summits in today. So my second summit will be D-layer, and I'm going to that means I won't bother with carrying the Moxon, and I won't carry the 2 meter amplifier either. I'll just I'll still carry the Yagi. It's not a Yagi. I'll carry the LPDA. But that was otherwise, it's a beautiful place to activate. There's great view here, and it's a little bit. It is a drive up, but it's challenging drive up. It's a little bit white knuckle on the way up, but not terrible. Always remember to bring an umbrella to your activation. 73. Get out there and play with your radio.